ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Elam out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elam. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people down.
Touchdown! It's complete. David Njoku. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Block off of play action. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Locke's throw taken in by Sutton.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Locke looks to throw it again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Locke. This one swung out to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Locke. He's got his tight end fan, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing after the interception, Elam. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Elam. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Elam. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
First and 10, Taylor now. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw on second down, Elam, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Michael O.J. Mudia just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. From the gun, Elam. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw on 3rd down, Elam. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here's Rodgers to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Now a give to Taylor. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Back to throw. Elam. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Off play action. Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Elam. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. And he'll find Pittman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Elam. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Elam. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action here on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 2.
Broncos 33.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On play action, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Let's go, D. Check 43.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. I got him.
On first down, Locke. And this is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Clock now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Again, it's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First down, Colts.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. On the handoff, Taylor fights him off. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10, Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Block working out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go, go, go.
Now Locke again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for two. Locke going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they aren't back within a single point here in the fourth. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. A gain of 3, second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Elam. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that's caught by Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second and 2. Locke to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time. He's great.
Now Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
58, come on. 58, come on. That's a twist, that's a twist.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Locke. Going right back to Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Locke. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
And that'll set him back 5. So that'll back him up 5.